Theodore Roosevelt once said that comparison is the thief of joy. Most people have heard that. Fewer have understood why they keep doing it anyway. Today's story is about a man who spent 5 years watching his brother's life, and the morning he finally looked away. In a small market town, there were 2 brothers. Adam was the younger one. Every morning, without meaning to, he checked. How far ahead was Daniel now? Daniel was 1 year older and seemed to move through life on a different track entirely. A new business at 26, a house at 28, a name people recognized in the town by 30. Adam was not jealous, or at least that was what he told himself. He simply wanted to know where he stood. One morning at the edge of the market, he stopped at a small wooden stall. An older man named Joseph sat behind it, calm and unhurried, arranging jars of dried herbs. Adam had passed this stall 100 times. He had never stopped. That morning, he did. "You look tired," the old man said, without looking up. Adam shrugged. "My brother opened a second location yesterday." Joseph set down a jar. He looked at Adam for a long moment. "You have been watching the wrong race," he said. Then he turned back to his jars. Adam waited for more. There was nothing more. He stood there a moment, then walked on. He tried to forget it. By the afternoon, he couldn't. What does that even mean, the wrong race? Daniel was his brother. They had grown up in the same house, started from the same place. Of course he looked. Everyone looked. That was simply human nature. But the words came back. On the bus home, in the quiet before sleep. "You have been watching the wrong race." He lay awake and thought about the past 5 years. 3 years ago, he had found a small, empty unit at the edge of the market. The right size, the right rent. He had walked through it twice. Then he waited to see where Daniel would expand next. By the time he stopped waiting, the unit was gone. Someone else's name was above the door now. That was one. There were others. He didn't like the answer. The following week, Adam returned to the market. Joseph was at his stall again, unhurried as always. "I keep thinking about what you said," Adam told him. The old man nodded slowly. "I know. I used to think about it too." Adam looked at him. "You?" "I had a brother," Joseph said simply. 12 years I watched him." Adam said nothing. "He had a shop, then 2, then land outside the town. And I kept telling myself, next year I will do that. Next year. By the time I stopped counting his years, I had spent all of my own." Adam was quiet for a moment. "Did you ever catch up to him?" he asked. Joseph smiled, just slightly. "I stopped trying to, and that was the day things changed." Adam walked home through the market slowly. He passed a stall selling handmade notebooks, something he had never noticed before. He picked one up. Simple, well made. He bought it. That evening, for the first time in years, he sat down and wrote. Not a plan measured against Daniel's, not a list of everything he was behind on. He wrote what he actually wanted, not relative to anyone, just what he wanted. It was the first time in a long time the page felt entirely like his own. 6 months passed. Adam was still at the same desk. The desk had not changed. But what he did there had. He had stopped checking his brother's announcements first thing in the morning. He had started finishing things, small things, then larger ones. His work had a direction it had not had before. Not because Daniel had slowed down, because Adam had stopped watching. One morning he walked through the market again. He passed Joseph's stall. The old man looked up. He said nothing. He simply watched Adam walk by. Adam did not look sideways. He was already thinking about where he was going. Joseph turned back to his jars. "You have been watching the wrong race." This time, Adam already knew the answer. Comparison doesn't just steal joy. It steals direction. The moment you stop measuring your life against someone else's, life stops being a response and starts being a choice. If this story meant something to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Tell me in the comments, who have you been comparing yourself to? See you in the next story. Outside, the morning market filled slowly with sound. Vendors calling, footsteps on stone, The clatter of stalls opening for the day. The same road. The same town. But Adam was walking in a different direction now.